When people think of Xbox, they tend to think of Halo and Gears of War. But for me, Forza is the equal of those mega franchises. As much as I love Microsoft's superstar shooters, I adore the Forza games. While the first entries in the Forza franchise were the equal of their contemporaries, in the last few years Forza has moved head and shoulders above the competition to become the best racer out there. This year, it is the turn of Horizon, Forza Motorsport's less serious younger brother. Can this latest entry continue this family legacy? For this third instalment of Forza Horizon, the festival has moved to Australia. There's the beautiful coastline of Byron Bay, the cityscape of Surfers Paradise, the red sand and openness of the outback, as well as the sprawling vineyards and lush rainforest of the Yarra Valley. Playground Games has once again provided us with another brilliant world to drive through, though it can be difficult to take it all in while blasting down a road at lightning fast speeds in a $2.8 million hypercar. The big new thing in the last Horizon game was the weather, so what's new in this latest entry to the series? First of all, there's co-op gameplay, and I have to confess I was a little disappointed with this. It's not that I don't think it works, it's that I think so much more could have been done with it. It's basically just a way of driving together to events and messing about in the world. Once you get to an event, it's just a standard event again as you race each other in some drivatars. The other new gameplay addition to the franchise are blueprints. These allow you to create your own championships and bucket list challenges. Creating a championship blueprint lets you set your own restrictions and conditions to the racing. An example is that you could set a championship for off-road buggies only, or AMG Mercedes versus M Sport BMWs. You can also choose the number of tracks to be raced on, as well as the weather and time of day of the races. Any blueprint that you set up is also made available to other gamers, which means that the number of races in the game will keep increasing as time goes on. Bucket list blueprints work in a similar way, with you choosing the vehicle and the type of challenge that you want to create. These are completely separate to the standard bucket list and work more as just fun challenges for you to undertake. Like every Forza title, Forza Horizon 3 is a real treat for the eyes. The game looks gorgeous and moves as smooth as ever. Special mention has to be made of the sky in the game. I don't think I've seen a more realistic sky in any other game ever. This photorealistic sky is really complemented by the great day-night cycle. Weather is also featured, with rain turning up at random points during gameplay. The only thing that I could possibly criticise is there is a little bit of pop-up in the distance. This never affected gameplay and is more than excusable when you're flying along a dual carriageway at over 250 miles an hour. Not only is the game a treat for your eyes, it's also great on the ears. Like every Forza title, the cars sound superb, with engines revving and thrumming just like they should. And if the soundtrack of V8s and V10s isn't enough for you, there's also a comprehensive selection of music to please everyone. Whether you're into drum and bass or classical, pop music or punk, there's a radio station with tracks that keep your feet tapping while you notch up the miles. There are also some particularly nice musical choices to go along with certain specific bucket list challenges, such as the Halo music when you have to drive the UNSC's own Warthog. I think it's safe to say that Turn 10 and Playground Games have delivered us another classic. While I don't think it's perfect in the same way as Forza Motorsport 6 is, some of that is down to the type of racing game it is. The choice of tracks in the Motorsport series is superb, and that's because they're based on real-world tracks. Forza Horizon 3 doesn't have that luxury and has to create its own. This isn't to say that there aren't great tracks, courses and routes in the game, it's just that it's almost impossible for these to match up to classics like Silverstone, Spa-Francorchamps and Le Mans. This game provides everything that you could ask for though. The array of cars on display is extensive, and there are enough races and championships to keep even the most hardcore gamers busy for months to come. The showcase events are once again real highlights, and there is something for everyone here. Whether you're a hardcore racer, a fan of cars, or just an Xbox One owner, Forza Horizon 3 is a game that you owe it to yourself to play.